What's up, everybody? It's Abe back with another episode of These Are the Breaks. It is March 4th, 2021. And man, it's been a crazy past 3 months. Looks like the snow's starting to melt. People are starting to get out of their house. Things are starting to pick up a little bit, up here in the Northeast anyway. And we have kind of hit a wall with regards to the items that we want to open. So there's baseball, basketball, football, hockey. There's tons and tons of sports, but people tend to forget that there's other areas where they've made trading cards. One of the areas is Marvel. For those of you who are, on eBay every day looking at all the different cards, you're going to see that Marvel cards kind of spiked in the past month. They went up, they came down a little bit, they settled off, but a lot of people are grading cards other than sports cards. So we tend to forget that there's other things to collect out there other than just basketball, baseball, football. There's lots of areas. One of the areas that I kind of found that I had an interest in was NASCAR, hence the name of this video. Will NASCAR be the next big thing? I really don't know. But I'm kind of excited to find out, I guess. Let me tell you what's been going on. So we have been just online on eBay searching for stuff. And as a kid, I went to a couple of races with my dad. It was a lot of fun. I have friends who still go to races right now, and they actually camp in like camper trailers, like travel trailers, inside of the middle of the circle of the racetrack. And it's like the coolest thing. And everybody has a great time. They all drink, they all have fun, they all eat, they just watch the race. It's amazing. So many people are into NASCAR. You wouldn't even think is like, does NASCAR have trading cards? Are there rookie cards? Are there things with, are there, inserts and holograms and special cards in, NASCAR? And the answer is, yeah, there's a lot of really cool cards in NASCAR. We have names like Jeff Gordon, Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt, Rusty Wallace. Here's a Rusty Wallace card that we pulled. It's an area that I think people tend to forget and tend to overlook, and we're not going to do that. So what I decided to do was just buy a bunch of race car stuff. This is all early 90s, 1990, 91, 92 race car cards, NASCAR cards. A couple people have done videos. If you go on YouTube, you're going to find lots of videos on Tracks cards, which is what these cards are. They open up a box of Tracks, or they have Max race cards, or they'll do a set. And I feel like people have overlooked these cards and they haven't really paid much attention to them. Well, we're at that point where it's the same thing with the Marvel cards now. The Marvel cards, nobody really paid attention to them. People were sitting on them. There were guys all across the country that had boxes and cases of these things, and they were selling for $30, $40 a few months ago. And now they're just up beyond $1,000, $2,000. They came down a little bit. But people are now grading Marvel cards. And why not? Marvel's amazing. I love all the Marvel movies. I've watched all the Spider-Mans. I've watched Endgame. I've watched Iron Man and Thor and Captain America. And they're awesome, right? I think NASCAR could be the next kind of thing. And I think NASCAR is overlooked. I think it's underrated. And when something's overlooked and it's underrated, it's cheap to buy. So we just went nuts. We spent a couple $100, bought lots of packs and boxes and sets and all this different stuff. And we wanted to see what we would pull. And we wanted to get an idea of what the condition of these cards are. A lot of these are 90, 91, 92. And we wanted to see what we would pull, what we could get, and then what we could grade, and then find out what these cards would be worth once graded. Now, obviously, PSA, $20 a card. Yes, it's gotten a little bit more expensive, but that's not really going to scare us. They've also, in addition to raising their prices, they've raised their values as well. So if you had a card that was $250, you were going to pay more than $12 anyway. So I think it's good that they raised their value. I think it's $20 a card at $4.99, which is still good because that means that you could still grade cards. A lot of cards fall into that $300 to $500 range anyway, and we have no idea where these cards are going to be valued. So, because there's just none graded. There's incredibly low pops on these cards. Like less than 10 have ever been graded. So it'd be really interesting to find out what would happen if we opened up a bunch of these boxes, sent them off to PSA, and kind of kickstarted the market and to see what would happen. So this video is really to say, okay, what do we think NASCAR cards are going to do? And the only way you start is by opening up a bunch of packs, ripping into some boxes, and just kind of getting a sense of what you find, what you could pull, and what the condition is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here with all these boxes behind me. So in the next few days, we're going to break these boxes down into sets and packs, and we're going to kind of talk a little bit about each one. And I hope you guys follow us as we go through this journey in collecting NASCAR or race cards. And if you like what you see, you could then have a really good idea of what to expect, what you're going to find. And then instead of just crossing your fingers and going out and buying a box and hoping for the best, you can let us kind of do that work for you and then say, okay, after watching that video, you say, all right, I like what they pulled. I'm going to buy that box. Or I like this set. I'm going to pull this set. So we have a couple sets. These are like Max 5th anniversary sets. I believe these are from 1992. It's got about 30 cards in it. We got about 4 of these sets. You can see here we have the Tracks Complete 200 card set. I believe this is a 91 edition. So you're probably going to get the cards, these cards right here are the cards from that set. So again, we're going to do packs and we're going to do a set. So we'll do a box and we're going to do a set. These are the Max 5th anniversary edition complete set. So this is the 300 card. I'll bring this over here. This is the 300 card set from 1992. These are just like the update series sets. So we're probably going to open these with this box just to kind of get a sense of who's in there. We also got one of these boxes. It's a 1990 edition set. And you can see right on the top of it is Rusty Wallace, Richard Petty, Darrell Waltrip. I mean, we're going to be looking for all the great races here. We're going to be looking for the Jeff Gordons, Richard Petty's, Dale Earnhardt's, Rusty Wallace, Darrell Waltrip. We're going to be looking for all the different names. And we're going to be doing this over the next couple days. So I just kind of dove in, bought a bunch of boxes, and we're going to see who we find. We're going to get a sense of the condition of the cards. And we're going to maybe think about sending a couple off to PSA and seeing what they are worth. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of research, checking out the values, finding as much information as I can. And I hope you guys follow us on this journey through race cards and NASCAR-based cards. It's something new. It's something cool. It's something different. There's not a lot of people doing it. There's low pops on these cards. There's a decent amount of stuff out there. I believe after we start doing these videos, that's going to change and people are going to start gobbling these things up. I mean, you were able to get these boxes. We have a couple boxes of these tracks, these 91 tracks. You were able to get these boxes $20, $25. And like all of a sudden in the past 2 weeks, they're all gone. We watched them jump from $15, $20, $25, $30. Now there's bids over $30. We saw, I believe David Adams had a auction, or no, they did a buy it now for like $49.99 a box. And they were sitting there and then all of a sudden they just gone. All of them gone. Now we see one guy's asking $100 a box. So I think there's something there. So before it gets too crazy, we went out and we just bought a bunch of stuff. I know there's lots of videos on YouTube about these cards, but there's a lot of videos on YouTube about these cards before the pandemic. So if you look at, you're going to see videos from like 12 months ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. This is post-pandemic, right? So we're going to open up these boxes now, like in 2021, and we're going to get a sense of what's inside and what they're worth, and we're going to kind of do all that research. And we're going to do a series of videos based on the boxes that you see here. And I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and hope that they are worth money. But one of the cool things about doing this is it's kind of like the unknown. You don't know if they're going to be worth money. You don't know what you're going to find. So hopefully we're going to find some cool stuff. We're going to find these big name guys. We're going to find some, rookie cards, talk about them, talk about the owner cards and the crew chief cards and the difference between them. And it's just something new and cool and different. And right now they're super cheap and super affordable. I don't know if that's going to change or not. Hopefully they'll stay where they are and you guys can pick up a bunch of boxes. But you could watch us open the boxes, open the packs, open the sets, and get a sense of what's inside. So definitely, if you guys are into NASCAR and you like what you're hearing so far, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe down below, and follow us as we go through all of these different cards and open up all these boxes and see who we pull and get a really good education on what these cards are, who they are, who the guys are, what they're worth. And it's just going to be something really, really fun to divulge into. So I hope you guys like the video. Again, we're going to see what happens with these cards, and we're going to do it from start to finish. We're going to take these cards, we're going to open the boxes, open the packs, look at them, grade them, send them off, get them back, and then see where they fall price-wise. So from start to finish, we hope you guys follow us on this journey of NASCAR race cards. Thumbs up or thumbs down? I guess we're going to find out. So make sure to like and subscribe down below. If you guys have any questions or you have any comments, let me know. Give me as much information as possible, because the more info I have, the better educated I'm going to get. And that's what these videos are all about. Thanks again for checking it out, guys. Keep an eye out for the other videos, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.